Go ahead, Carly.
My name is Marci P and I live in Orange County, California. And I worked for corporate America for a long time. I didn't sell clothing, I sold dog food. I worked for Ralston Purina, and I ran Southern California, all of the grocery store chains, about a $50 million business. And that was your traditional linear income. I had the company car, the 401k, the 100 grand a year. Thought that was awesome. Until my little boy got sick with autism, and he was about 2.5, and so that's what, if anybody knows that disease, it makes them pretty sick. So I quit my job to recover him, and it took about 10 years to recover him and all of our savings. And so it was very interesting and humbling to like see it all go away after you created it, you know what I mean? And then I learned all about gut and brain, and I was really interested in nutrition and how to help our children. And so I saw the primetime special, I guess 3 years ago, and the idea of reducing oxidative load I thought could help the gut and help rewire the brain, so I wanted my family on it. And then from a residual income standpoint, my son was old enough where I thought I could go back to work, but I didn't want to go back to corporate America. I didn't want the 9-to-5 job. I have 2 special need kids. I wanted a job where I could go to the park and make phone calls, which I did last night. I love making phone calls in the park under the tree with the stars, because we can do that, yes? So that was good for me. And so so this allows me to still be a mom and take my kids to school and still create a beautiful income, and it's given me freedom. And I realized that I could be the messenger and not the message, and I could share without attachment, and some will and some won't, and that's okay. And that business has just grown beautifully, and I realized we're creating an asset. And that really hit me yesterday when you talked about asset, because that's what we're having, you know. Ralston Purina was linear income, it wasn't an asset. And when my son got sick, it went away. LifeVantage is giving us an asset that will live forever, and we can bring that down to our families, and for that I am so thankful. And that asset can build every single day. And like you said, with the real estate yesterday, it really hit home to me, like when you sell a property, that's capital gains, that's not asset. I've created a $1.5 million business in residual income, that's an asset. And I did not do it because I had it in my back pocket. I did it through labor. And that's okay, it's awesome, right? And so, and the other thing that I really understood is that at Ralston Purina, like we were running $50 million businesses for very little money. 100 grand a year is not very much money. And a Pro 10 runs a $13 million business and makes $80,000 a month residual asset. And I figured I better come learn this business because it has a really good return on investment for learning. So thank you for giving us the knowledge and teaching us, because you have taught us to be professional network marketers, and for that I will always be in gratitude. So that's me.
Yeah.